Did you want to come and record with me? Huh? Did you want to record with me today? Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So yes, believe it or not, I do own a different shirt. I know, it's crazy. Look, I had to dig deep in my closet to find a different shirt. But I am wearing this shirt for this month's videos in honor of Autism Awareness Month. Now, Autism Awareness Day is technically tomorrow, which I will have a special announcement on tomorrow's video. But to kick off Autism Awareness Month, here I am in this shirt, and I am going to be doing a fundraising for an autism organization. The charity organization that I picked is actually Organization for Autism Research, or OAR for short. I was at one point considering doing Autism Speaks. I did change my mind about that organization and decided to go with this one. This one has a much higher rating as far as being a charitable organization, their money actually going towards what it needs to go to, and as well as they just do a few more things. They had a great score from Charity Organizer, which is a really good website that kind of helps you see, what different charity organizations do with their money and stuff like that. So they are the one I decided to go with. I do have a link down below that will bring you to my fundraising page. My goal for this fundraising is to raise $154 for this organization. Why 154? Because 1 out of every 54 children in the United States will be diagnosed with autism. So I felt, first off, I'm not that big of a channel. I'm not expecting to be able to raise millions upon millions, but I do feel $154 is probably achievable. Doing the math, as of right this minute, recording this video, I only have 49 subscribers. If everybody kicks in $3, we'll have made the goal. So that's my goal, $154. I think we can do it. And if we do make this goal, I will slime myself on YouTube. And not the kind of slime, you go on YouTube now and look for slime videos, you just get all, I don't know, that's not slime to me. I mean, it's fun for the kids to play with, but I think of, old school Nickelodeon slime. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm dating myself there. But I found a recipe for Nickelodeon slime, so I will really slime myself on YouTube. I will make it blue slime instead of green. Blue's kind of the autism color. So, yes, that's where we are at with that. Please make sure you click that link below and check it out. I did my homework on this organization. I really do think they're a good cause. They do try to help, and I think it's a really, I think it's the thing to do with this. Looking at this build, being that this is the first day of the month for autism awareness, I wanted to do a blue house. So, blue being the color for autism. So I picked a traditional blue Suburban. Why not? If you're going to go for blue, you may as well go for the traditional blue. So that's basically what's going on with this house right now. It's a traditional blue Suburban, but I do have a few little fun pieces hidden in. Ever since I learned how to make my own archways like that, that's what I've been doing. I think they end up looking so much better than the actual archways in The Sims 4. They don't work with every archway you need to put in, but it's, they're really nice. I'm working on the floor plan right now. This ends up being a 4-bedroom home with the master suite on the bottom and 3 bedrooms on top. So it works really great. It has a toddler room, a kid's room with bunk beds, a teenager's room. In the living room, there's actually a little section off for a style designer, style influencer. So I think that ends up working out really, really cool. So this build is really neat. I'm really liking this build. It has a basketball goal on the upstairs loft section. So, I guess it's maybe not your typical blue Suburban. I don't know too many blue Suburbans that have a basketball goal up top, but this one does. Something else I wanted to announce today is with tomorrow being World Autism Awareness Day, as I said, I will be having a special announcement for that. But what that special announcement is I am releasing a shell challenge for World Autism and Awareness Month. So I'm personally really excited about that. I've done shell challenges in the past. There's something that it's really fun for me to do. This one is a puzzle shell challenge, so you can actually move some of the pieces around. So I'm excited about that. I want to see what everybody comes up with. I will have a prize giveaway for that shell challenge. You will have to tune in for tomorrow's videos to see. But I am excited. I am really, really, really excited about this. I just did a shell challenge not long ago for Simply Coco's page, and I had a lot of fun with that. So that's kind of what led me to do a shell challenge for this, and I thought it would just be a fun way to incorporate awareness and just have some fun while doing it also. I'm kind of cluttering up the living room here. This house kind of has a little bit of a strange vibe going on. I gave it strange in a good way, I guess I should say. I gave it an aquarium and a hamster cage because I can't think of any builds where I've actually used those two before, and I wanted to make sure I got those in there. Right now I'm setting up the style influencer area. Gave the board, gave two mannequins, figure they could be trying different outfits and such stuff like that. I figure someone in this house at least works as a style influencer. Just because I don't really use those much in build too much. So I wanted to kind of do something a little different, step a little bit outside of what I normally build. So it is your typical blue Suburban, but it does have some interesting parts. Something really exciting that happened to me today. I got to get my first COVID shot. And I'm just over the moon because I legitimately thought it would be like fall, winter time before, anyone my age, in my age bracket who didn't have, a healthcare job or something like that would be able to get COVID shots. But no, in my state, they've opened it up to anyone 18 plus. So, yeah, I was able to get one. And when I scheduled it only was, I think, like a week out from when I scheduled it. So it wasn't this crazy wait. Um, I went in line. They had it at our local high school this time, mostly because there was a lot of they usually did it at the fairgrounds because it's a big open space in plenty of room to snake the line. But we had major flooding, of course. On the day I go to get the COVID shot, we'd have major flooding. But we had major flooding due to some of the storms that came through, so they changed it to the high school because the fairgrounds had flooded. The line really wasn't that bad. You see on the news these lines that like go for miles and miles. And I do live in a fairly populated area, Huntsville, Alabama. I mean, it's not the biggest city in the world, but it's pretty good size. But really, the line wasn't that bad. I think I waited in line for about an hour. So not that terrible. I mean, okay, it's still an hour. It's a good chunk of time, but it's not hours and hours and hours and hours like you'd think it was. So I waited in line. I sat there and played on my phone and watched YouTube. Just honestly, that's what I did. The time passed fairly quick for me. And just got the shot, and that was it. I feel okay so far. My arm is really sore from it. It's maybe a little more sore than from a flu shot. It feels like someone hit me in the arm with a baseball bat. But so far, I don't feel any adverse reactions or anything. I know a lot of people do, but I know that also kind of comes more with the second shot. So we'll see, I guess. But yes, I'm so excited I was able to do that because, like I said, I didn't think anyone in my age and stuff like that would be cleared for it for a while. But no, it went fairly quickly. So I just to kind of look at that, that's kind of a neat thing that we've been able to do. Whether you're pro or against vaccine, either way, just to acknowledge the fact that we were able to come up with this in the short amount of time that we did, I think is a good accomplishment. It's just amazing. Back to the build. I finished the downstairs. I gave it this kind of I don't really know what to call that. It's not really a mud room, but it's just an area where you kind of come in at first, um, to the house. Kind of a, I don't really know what to call that, but it has, some a shoe rack and shelving and storage and stuff like that. And then into the living room, the kitchen is kind of corner caddied. Just typical nice little kitchen. Nothing really fancy with this build. Just kind of your typical blue suburban house, I guess I should say. Putting in the lights, I've moved on to the upstairs now. It looks like I'm about to start the toddler's room. I have never used this wallpaper in a toddler's room before, and I'm really liking it. This bright yellow kind of makes me think of sunshine, and with these, I think these are the cherry wood floors that are in the game. So I don't know, those I think those came out as a pretty cool combination. Cluttering up the toddler's room with a bunch of toys because they have a pretty big room. Um, but kind of cluttering it up with some toys, some rugs, stuff like that. And I try to put as many skill building items in my builds as I can because I really think it's great to start out having those skill building items. Not that you could really start out with this house. I think this house is way above any price point that there is, but I still think that's really cool. I didn't that toy box that's there. It's actually not functional. It's actually I think it was a prop when we got what pack? Get Famous. I think it was a prop when we got Get Famous. And I went back and forth on it, but honestly, I've never seen toddlers actually use a toy box. It's more just for decoration. So I thought this was a good way to go with that. And of course, they still have toys and stuff on the floor. The kids' bedroom, I'm kind of going off my Void Critter pack that I've been stuck on. So obviously, I'm using the new twin bunk beds because oh my gosh, I'm so happy we have bunk beds. I wish they'd fix them, but I'm so happy we have bunk beds. I gave them one of the older computers, mostly because I can kind of see someone giving a kid one of those older, not so nice computers. Just kind of putting the stuff into their room. They have a pet frog with stuff to feed them, some void critters on the dresser, some void critter packs, just different stuff like that. I imagined a twin boy and twin girl was in here, both very into void critters, but obviously any kids could be in this room. It doesn't matter that much, but I've been kind of hooked on void critters lately since I guess I kind of forgot they were in the game until The Sims did that bunk bed announcement, and now I've been stuck on them. I did give them a scouts uh, board there, so there are some other things for the kid to do also, but I don't know. I've been stuck on void critters. Now, the teens' bedroom I think came out pretty cool. I kind of imagine them having kind of a musical sense. So, he has a guitar, he has a platform stage, he has just a really kind of mixed up musical. I kind of imagine him being in his room playing the guitar and the parents banging on the door saying you need to be quiet, turn the amp down. So that's the kind of vibe I got from this room, and I thought it came out pretty good. um oh man, I'm just excited for the shell challenge I'm announcing tomorrow. I'm sorry, I'm just really really excited for it. I think it's going to be a really, really fun thing to do. And I'm really excited to see what everybody builds with it. I like looking at other people's builds, and I'm having a hard time not talking about it because I know it's coming up. Um, but as you can see with his room, I gave him one of the performance stages, and I gave him a music mixing stand. So he could probably even make some money off of it. Now I'm moving into the lobby, or not the lobby, but kind of the loft area. And when my husband and I were house shopping and trying to find what kind of house we wanted to buy, we would see these two-story homes, and on the upstairs have a big open room like this that shoots off from all of the bedrooms. And we always talked about how that could be like a family area. So I really wanted this to be kind of like a family area for these kids. So I give them a little reading nook. They have some games they can play. I even put in a basketball court because, I mean, come on, who has a basketball court in their loft? I mean, this is pretty cool, you know. I mean, this would be like a kid's dream area. Everything you can do. It's very family oriented. It's got, a TV with a couch, to play video games and stuff like that. So I really think this is kind of cool and kind of hints to what I would have wanted in my house. I still kind of want it in my house. It's just this isn't happening for me at this point. I've accepted that with my life. It's not happening for me at this point. But I still think it's a super cool idea. But just your traditional blue Suburban. Like I said, blue kind of pertaining to autism awareness color. Blue is one of the major colors. So I felt it came out pretty cool. I'm really excited. I got to use the fish tank and the hamster. I don't want to call it a hamster tank, but hamster area. Because I feel like I never get to use those. I really don't feel like I've ever used those. I put the ice cream machine in this build because I'm kind of behind and I just got the cool kitchen pack. So to me, I'm just discovering ice cream in this game, and I think it's the coolest thing ever. Teens room. I don't know. This kind of came out to be a pretty cool house. But this is the end of this video. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help us out. And I will see you tomorrow on official World Autism Awareness Day to announce what my puzzle shell challenge will be. But I will see everyone tomorrow. Bye.